Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 113 and today I am having the strangest connectivity problems. Look, I can't eat for a start, I can't right click on anything, nothing is working right now on the Hermitcraft server, which is really very strange. So I thought I'd take this opportunity right at the start of today's video to say that I have posted a really awesome new video on the vlogging channel. Now I know some of you are getting pretty sick and tired of me mentioning these, but I put a ton of effort into this one. It looks absolutely fantastic. It seriously does. So if you do want to check it out, there'll be a link to that one on the screen and also down in the description. And also it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe. But anyway, I think I have to restart my computer. Maybe restart the internet. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Oh my word, the issues are getting stranger. I've just teleported up here. I keep headbutting this. Still can't eat anything. I'm going to get in contact with Exuma Void. This is proper peculiar. Thankfully, everything is fixed. I just want to make sure that, yes, our charge creeper is still there. That is so cool. We managed to catch him at the end of the previous episode of Hermitcraft. Wasn't 100% certain that he was still going to be there because the server had some serious issues that evening. Apparently the witch farm that is just off to one side of my base completely destroyed the server. There was like 40,000 arrows there, completely crashed it, and then Exuma had to do some like fixing of the entire world. Thankfully though, this chap is sticking around. Anyway, aside from that, we've got a bunch of things to do on the Hermitcraft server today, most of them to do with this space. First things first, I'm actually going to destroy my beacon and start work on creating a new beacon area right the way down at the bottom. Right, now that the beacon is gone, we can actually take a look at how ridiculous this storage system looks without the beacon being in the center. Here goes. Oh, wow. That is bonkers. That is the most ridiculous storage system I think I've ever had in my entire time on the Hermitcraft server by a long way. People were doing the maths. I think it was over 2,400 chests. Something like that. 2,400 chests in total I have for all of the items on the inside of the industrial district. This is mega. Absolutely mega. Right, let's try our best to work out where the beacon is going to go down underneath. Well, this is really infuriating. Thankfully, I do have some iron on me, but I don't have any wood, which means that I can't create a crafting bench to craft up. Arguably, that's even more frustrating. One rather wonderful looking beacon is now in place. Let's chuck haste 2 on this thing, and there we go. Right, let's try our best to end the pearl out of here. Can't really see too much, but I'm just going to have to trust my judgment. And there we go. This is what the beacon actually looks like. Now, you may notice that it's not centralized on the inside of our storage system here. That's because the central point is actually a 2-block wide area. So we'd need 2 beacons, and unfortunately, I don't currently have 2 beacons. So I decided to put it off over by the Minecart Elevator. Speaking of the Minecart Elevator, you may notice that it sort of starts halfway up the storage system. I built that before I built the other half of the storage system. So I suppose we should probably do some work right there to actually fill that right the way up to the top, shouldn't we? Guys, I have fully found my rhythm on this one. We just need to break this minecart right here. And then this block, that should drop that one down. And by the look of things, we have reached the bottom of the minecart elevator itself. Now, I am a little bit worried that this isn't quite going to be synced up correctly. So we leave 1, 2, 3 blocks like that. And then we can have a ladder there. And then a few blocks going up like this. I'll have to break those ones. And then we're going to have blocks going across like that. A block there. Then our ladder and our minecart. And somehow, and I don't know how I've managed to do it, I have managed to measure this out perfectly. That is spot on. At least it should be. There are absolutely no issues there whatsoever. Oh, that's amazing. They're all equally spaced apart and should be fully functional. Right, I seem to have left a few of my ladders behind, but we should be able to remove those pretty quickly, and I think that should just about cover it. Now let's get rid of all this ugly scaffolding that we've just created, and we can give this thing its first proper test test. Let's take a step back. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. It's looking good. Now let's see how fast this thing is. Right, we're going to hold down the right click button and there we go. We are up on the surface. Still struggle to dismount from this thing, but the elevator is working brilliantly. Awesome. Excellent work. Right, okay, next project that we have to work on is, of course, we need to fill in all of these floors right here, because as you may have noticed, if we just pop up like this and go across over here, yeah, we don't actually have any floors in. I didn't actually notice this while I was building. I was meant to do that in the previous episode, but I totally forgot to do it. So we need to head out to the desert, pick up some sand, do some pretty serious smelting, and then we can fill in all of these layers. Or alternatively, I could take some of my many millions of diamonds over to Rendog's glass shop and make a quick purchase. Now, I think I'm going to need probably about that much. There's quite a few stacks, isn't it? It has somewhat occurred to me that I went a little bit overboard on the glass. We're on the final layer now, but I've still got over, what, 18 stacks left? Oh dear. And that is now all done. So we now have a floor in every single level of our storage system. And as I've mentioned like a million times now, this place looks absolutely fantastic. But one thing that I have seen popping up down in the comment section is some people have suggested that to improve the look of the slightly rubbish and boring wall that we have on this side over here, what I could do is I could add floor numbers. So we'd have like, well, this is floor 0, and then we'd have floor 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right the way down at the bottom there. I actually think that could look quite cool. Yeah, that's definitely something that I want to try out. I think I'll try it on like 1 or 2 of the layers just to work out how legible it is. But I'd say that sounds like a pretty good idea to me. My first idea was to build them slightly jutting out from the wall, but by the look of things, that doesn't actually look particularly good. So I think I'm just going to have to inset them here. Just going to try my best not to destroy any of the redstone systems that are going on back here. Right, we're getting there. Just the final few slabs, and this should just about do us. Now that looks pretty cool. I mean, I have to say, the 0 is a little bit redundant. All of them start with a 0. But let's pop up to the top. I'm quite interested in... Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh no. No. Do not blow up my beacon. I really need to fill in that gap. Really badly. Oh my words. There's so much lag. I don't know what to do. This is actually really bad. This is actually really bad. I could be on the way out here. Thank you, Skeleton. He saved my life and got me a record. Wow, that was lucky. Okay, let's pop up to the top. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. The only thing that I will say is that we need some lighting in these layers right here. You can see it goes from light to dark and then back to light again, which is a cool effect. Don't get me wrong. I think it looks nice, but mobs can spawn on all of these blocks right here. So what I'm going to have to do is pop back up to my base, pick up some of the glowstone that we have over there, and we'll chuck that in on every single one of the layers. Can I just say as well, the crazy lag issues are still ongoing. They're definitely still ongoing. My elytra also just don't seem to activate occasionally, so that could be a little bit dangerous. Just warning you in case I die in the future. And now everything is well lit. Now I have to say it does look a little bit more messy than it did beforehand. But that's the price that we pay. Otherwise, we're going to have torches. I could have used sea lanterns, to be fair. Sea lanterns would have looked pretty good, but we had tons of glowstone, and this definitely fixes the problem. The only thing I will say is the glass textures. That's like 6 layers of glass textures, all compiled on top of one another. It's actually making my eyes hurt just a tiny bit, so I'm going to look away from that one, and we can crack on with the next project. So as I mentioned at the start of today's episode, we've got ourselves a charged creeper. Now, I have never seen one of these in the wild before in my entire time playing Minecraft. And I've been playing Minecraft for probably around about 5 or 6 years now. So, quite a long time. Super rare. So what I thought we could do is I thought we could create a shrine for this thing. Now, I'm not going to be building it nearby my base. I actually want to build it out in this lake over here. I've got a few ideas in mind for the design, but I don't really know what I'm going to do. So, I think I'm going to pop into my testing world, quickly make something up, and then I'll pop back on here and we can start constructing. Not gonna lie guys, the design that I've come up with is totally awesome. I have spent ages on it and it looks amazing. So prepare your eyeballs because, well, you're gonna be quite surprised. So task number 1 is to create a 15 by 15 circle making its way around like this. Now in theory, that should be everything completed. So I've got a full 15 by 15 area. Just want to quickly make sure that I have done everything correctly, because you guys know what I'm like. Yeah, that all looks relatively okay. Now I'm going to surround the outside of this one with blue stained glass. That means that we're going to have to make another trip to Rendog shop. So for this one, we are going to need maybe 1 or 2 stacks at the most of blue glass. I'm gonna say 2 stacks. We're also going to need some light blue glass, which that's cyan. Okay, there's light blue. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 stacks of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're also going to pop over to Wells Knight's Silk Touch shop. I have no idea if this thing is going to be fully stocked, but we really need some regular ice, and I have absolutely none of that. Well, that's not good. By the look of things, there is no ice. Okay, well, I might just change out what I'm building this thing out of. The ice isn't really a big element, so I think I'm just going to switch it up a bit. Now, I must admit, I hadn't really planned on the blue, the blue glass blending in with the water quite this much. It might as well not be there. It's completely invisible. Now, here comes arguably the most important part of the design. What we need to do is we need to create like lightning bolts type things coming up like this. Now, there's going to be, I think, 8 of them in total. There's going to be 1 here, then 1 off in this section, then 1 there, then just basically making their way around the entire thing. And it's going to be tricky to build in survival mode. That's one thing that I have sort of realised, is that it's really easy to do it when you're in creative, because you can see exactly what you're doing. But in survival mode, I'm sort of on top of it, which means that I can't see how it looks. I'd say that was a pretty good start though. This one's going to have to swoop out and go up a little bit taller. And I guess I'll keep you updated with everything that's going on. This is really, really strange. I'm not touching my other account right now. What is this? It's like replaying what I've done in the past couple minutes. Oh my word, this is like a weird laggy replay mod. Look, you can see me being an idiot with the ender pearls and not quite being able to do it. Then in the next couple seconds, I'm going to start work on the next little bit. That will happen. I mean, why is it playing back in real time? This is genuinely the strangest thing that I think I've ever seen happen in Minecraft. I'm completely mesmerized. I don't even know what to say, guys. Sadly though, I don't like any of the stuff that I've built so far, so I am going to remove pretty much all of it. It needs to be a little bit closer in. Right now, everything's a tiny bit spaced out, and I think it looks a bit rubbish. Alright, so all of my lightning forks have been finished, and that is what they look like so far. Now, I have to say, it looks pretty cool from that angle. Definitely looks cool from that angle. Yes, that's a good angle, and that's the angle from my base, which is a good thing. I would say, yeah, it looks pretty cool. That's a good start. That is a good start. Because we are going to be adding extra details around this thing, this is a really good way to begin. I'm liking it. Yeah, I'm liking everything so far. Right, next up, we have got to chuck in all of the blue stained glass, the light blue stained glass, and also some stone slabs in the center. This is really fun. All I have to do is place in blue stained glass all over the place, and it sort of ends up looking okay, I think. I guess we'll find out in the next couple of seconds. Alright, so I've used up all of my blue stained glass. I have no idea if I've placed in enough, but let's do a quick spin and see what this thing looks like. That looks awesome. I mean, the only thing that I will say is that I wish I hadn't built it so big. In the original design that I did, you could actually see the blue stained glass underneath here. Whereas this just looks like a lot of compressed ice. But it looks really cool, doesn't it? I'm chuffed to bits with that. I think that looks really good, especially from this angle here. From this angle here, it looks really, really cool. So I guess now what we have to do is we have to create the area that the charged creeper is going to be going into. And then I've just thought we're going to have to try our best to move the charged creeper from over there into this thing without him exploding. If he does explode, I'm going to quit the Hermitcraft server, I think. Okay, so this is the setup that we have got so far. Now, as you can see, it is a little bit all over the place. We've got slabs pretty much everywhere, but we've got redstone running into this D piston. When this gets triggered, that should open up this area right here. Okay, that's good. That is a good positive sign. Let's fill in these blocks. Now, when the creeper walks over this, they should fall down there. I'm obviously going to run across like this, and I'm going to jump, and then I'm going to place a block there to stop our creeper from being able to reach us. I think we're good to go. Now, I am more scared for this than I have ever been for anything, okay? This is literally the scariest moment I think I've ever had in Minecraft. So I'm going to go to sleep real quick. I'm going to gather my thoughts, and then we're going to get to work on this one. I really, really hope it goes well. So, here goes. I have just checked my recording software. Everything seems fine. I've made sure that I've got enough memory in my thingamajig, in my recording drive, to be able to do this. It's been broken. Okay, so this guy is now a live creeper. And already we've got ourselves a bit of a situation in that he is... Okay, he's on the way. Oh my word, this guy's like quick. I've literally... I'm so scared right now. I'm so scared. I am so scared. Okay, he's coming. He's coming. He's good. He is good. He is tracking me. He's tracking me very well. He's on the way. He's on the way. Right, let's make the jump. Let's make the jump. Did we do it? We caught him. We've actually caught him. Yes! Oh my word, that is the best thing ever. That is actually the best thing ever. He's up there. We've got ourselves a charged creeper shrine. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, I am over the moon with that. I am so over the moon with that. Well, that actually went surprisingly very, very smoothly. I feel like I've aged about 15 years in the process of doing that. And obviously we still have to remove all of these blocks, which could be a tiny bit tricky with this guy being there. But we did it. We've actually done it. Not so much of a spoon after all, am I? Right, the final blocks are being removed now. This guy hasn't exploded on us, which is good. I can't believe it. We have actually caught ourselves a charged creeper. Never before had I even seen one. The fact that that guy... I mean, I don't know when it spawned, but I was AFK for like 24 hours, maybe? And the fact that that guy was just there when I came back into the office, literally just outside the door, that's mind-blowing. That is absolutely mind-blowing. And the fact that we've managed to actually catch him, a Minecraft player as silly as me has managed to catch this guy and rename him so that he doesn't despawn, build this monument, and actually get him into the monument. I feel like that is a spectacular, spectacular moment. This is monumentous. I'm going to take a screenshot right there. That's going to be the thumbnail for the video, I think. Are you proud of me? Let me know down in the comment section. I want to know. Are you proud of me? Is this as impressive as I keep making it out to be? Because, you know, as you can probably tell from my voice, I am overjoyed. I am so happy with that. Oh, That's incredible. Right, we can remove this little ghetto section that we've created right here. We can replace all of the fence posts and things like that because we don't need them anymore. The monument is in place. Let's take a look at it from the drone. It's just loading in, and there it is. Oh, well, you know, we saw it very briefly from the drone. Oh, this is my shaky hands. I honestly, I cannot tell you guys how nervous I was of that situation right there. But that's what it looks like. The charge creeper is loaded in. Let's do a fly past to say hello. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Definitely one of my favourite moments in my entire Minecraft history. I'm being totally honest there. But unfortunately, ladies and gents, that is all I've got time for today. Now, I'm sure there's some of you who are a little bit surprised that I'm not doing an AFK session. I've done an AFK session at the end of every single Hermitcraft episode for like the past couple weeks. So I thought today we would switch things up a little bit and just round off with a happy moment such as that one right there. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.